Hey guys, this is Andrew. I wanted to make this video because I just set up a Patreon page, and not thinking that I'm big-headed or anything like this. I'm just it's a kind of like a Kickstarter page, except um, it's like if you appreciate the videos that I put out, or you enjoy the videos that I put out, and you support me, and you really would like to see me keep making videos. Um, you can tip me on there. It's like a virtual tip jar, and it's really cool. And I will be putting all the tips, I guess that you could say, that I receive into making better quality videos, more interactive videos, and um, it'll all go towards my videos basically. um, so there's that. Also, I just got a job, which is really exciting. Um, for most, I mean, I am excited and I'm ready to get going with it. They're doing the normal criminal background checking stuff, but for me, it's also a huge amount of anxiety. I deal with anxiety issues. It's I don't know. I think I've dealt with them my whole life. I don't. I think I try to push them back more when I was younger. Um, I've always had um, this paranoia that's always been around me, and that's partially because of my anxiety. Um, and I'm working with it, and I know a lot of people who go on medicines and stuff, but the truth is, I actually just want to try and figure out how to work through it and make myself stronger through just doing things that I'm afraid of, and just keep working at it, and breathing. I guess that's part of the issue. I do believe in myself, and I think that I can do great things. It's just getting back up and getting back into the working atmosphere, which I have not been in for a while, except working at my dad's office, which you guys know. And so I'm hoping to start this week. I hope that I'm going to start working this week. Um, and I don't know. When they ask you, they call you up and they offer you the job. They say, "Do you have any prior, you know, criminal charges or anything like that?" And I mean, as far as I know, I don't. I know when I was in California, I got a few tickets for my car and um, drinking in public, which I just didn't know the rules about drinking in California, and you can't walk around with alcohol, like a beer or anything. Um, and I think something about a shopping cart. I remember me and a friend, used a shopping cart to hold our stuff in because I was homeless in California, so that happened. And police on a horse came and um, kind of pulled us over and told us that we weren't allowed to do that. And the shopping cart was next to an apartment building, so we didn't think anything of it. It wasn't near any store. There was no store around. It definitely wasn't that store around anywhere. Um, so I mean, I feel like you kind of get harassed by the police in California, almost, especially if you're homeless. Um, they're really hard on it down there now, because there's so much traffic there, and they don't want people, just a bunch of homeless people in their town that would, or in or well, I can't talk. Sorry, it's late. They don't want a bunch of people in California clogging up your streets, and homeless is not exactly the kind of people you want for traveling and um, all the tourists. You don't want your tourists to see a bunch of homeless people. So there was a lot of street regulation with the police and stuff. So, but that's the only thing I can honestly think of. I would never was charged. I've never been charged for drug use because I don't do drugs. Um, I talk about smoking tree, but I'm very, very smart about it, and I don't do it when I'm at work, and I wouldn't do it before going into work or anything like that. That's not me. I do it to relax, and you know, so it's not something, and I'm not dumb enough to do it while I'm at work. You know, I think it's really dumb to smoke and then try to work. And honestly, I couldn't do that because I'd be too paranoid at work, and then especially when you're starting a new job, why would you smoke and then your brain's all cluttered and confused, and you're trying to make orders and you can't think straight, and that's a whole nother layer of anxiety to me that I don't even want. But I just hate how anxiety filled I get before getting a job, and then like just because you get a job, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to keep it. Like if they don't like you, or don't like the way that you work, or you're not learning quick enough, or whatever be the case, you could lose your job. So I just hope that this is something that I can have until I leave in a year, and that something I can stick with, and that people like me, and that the people that I'm working for, and there's no extra or unneeded drama, and I learn quickly. Those are my main things about this new job. Um, but yeah, so that is what's going on right now. I felt like making a video about it because why not? Uh, it's gonna be, once I get the hang of things and working this new job, I will feel so much better. Once I'm sure that I'm in a comfortable atmosphere, for sure. Um, that'll everything will change, and I feel like I'm gonna be alright, and I feel like nothing bad's gonna happen. I overthink things way too much and create issues that aren't there, so I just need to wait it out and figure out, you know. So, I mean, and also um, I had a friend, and to me personally, I was at a place where I felt when we first met, things were fine, and I really loved being around them, but some things snapped or changed in them, and it was different to be around them, and there was a lot more judgment coming from them, and um, just a dark place that I didn't really feel was necessary for them to convey towards me or towards anyone. Just a lot of unneeded, unwanted drama, a lot of very childish acting, and I kind of had stopped, cut myself off from them, or they cut themselves off from me, and then I eventually realized that it was for the best, and then I go and I have the interview for this job and realize that this person is working where I get the interview, so I'm hoping that I don't actually have to work in the same area. Um, just and of course I'm gonna be nice, and I'm not gonna cause drama because I don't want to be that person. I don't want to do that. And I honestly don't feel like this person's gonna have this job for very long because she doesn't know how, doesn't seem to know how to, I don't know, keep things in the right area with her life. And I'm not trying to judge her. I'm really not. Um, but I started being friendly with her, and I remember I used to I used to give her rides to work all the time because um, she didn't have a car, and I did. and it didn't bother me then, and then it started to bother me because, whew, it got dark. It started to bother me because I felt like I was being used or walked on. Just a feeling. Maybe that wasn't their intention, but it was just how I started to feel. And and so once we did eventually cut off ties with each other, I was really relieved, actually, after a little time. And then now that they're kind of semi back in my life, I feel, I don't know, just I don't feel good about it, and I hope that I'm not working in the same area as they are, or at least not the same days or something, just because I don't really feel like dealing with that particular person. And I know each person has to take their own steps and grow in their own time, and that is fine with me. But I feel like we are on two different levels right now and two different wavelengths, and I just don't need that kind of energy around me right now. It's something I'm actually trying to cut myself off from, is the bad, negative energy. And I I mean, if it feels negative to me, it may not be that they're trying to be negative or whatever, but if it feels negative to you or whatever, you need to cut yourself off from it, because that's not what you want, obviously, and you're not happy with it. Um, so, but uh, now this person has kind of gotten in contact with me. The first thing, really, not the first thing, but like one of the first things that this person starts to do is ask me for rides to work and stuff. And I don't have a car. I get rides, and they're dependable rides, and I know that I can, get to work and everything, but I can't help somebody else get a ride to work. And personally, I just feel like it's not my priority anymore to help you out. I don't know if you'll see this video. Um, I re-added you on a certain social site, and then I realized I don't know why I re-added you. I don't know. And then I unadded you because that is what feels best to me. And though you have my cell phone number, and of course I'll always be nice to you, that does not mean that I'm going to do things for you anymore, because the last time I did that kind of stuff, I felt walked on. And I can't apologize for that. I did, and maybe, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Maybe I did things that were not good either, but it's all about growing and becoming better with yourself, and I'm getting to a different area now, and I'm starting to become more happy and let loose more, and I'm starting to find people that actually enjoy my company and are grateful to have me around, and I can tell the difference now. And I don't want the friendship that we had again. Something I've let go. And this video is kind of just me reaffirming that even if you never see it, which you probably won't, that's okay. This is for me and for anybody else out there who feels like they need to take a big step and change things in their life. Do it because it's for the best. If it doesn't feel right, then change something. Don't let things stay the same, because if you let things stay the same, you're always going to feel the same. Anyways, I'm going to get off here because I know I'm ranting, and I probably sound like a crazy lunatic, so bye guys.